Farmers on Vancouver Island know all too well the challenges involved in running a successful business. The allure of cheap food from other countries has hurt the bottom line for our own food producers. Yet now it seems we're at a turning point. Consumers are paying more attention to where food comes from. The question is that increased demand coming too late for the struggling agriculture industry? Dean Stoltz has that story in part 2 of our series, You Are Where You Eat.
Corn is only half as high as it should be, and other crops are slow to come in as well. The weather hasn't been kind to farmers in the Comox Valley this spring. But still, shoppers are here at the weekday farmers market in Courtenay looking for anything growing locally. Because for many Vancouver Islanders, buying local has become increasingly important.
It's really important to buy local food. It supports your neighbors and it supports the people in the region. And it's fresh and doesn't travel so far. And you know how it's grown, you can ask them.
But buying locally grown food has become increasingly difficult on Vancouver Island. Some studies suggest that even as recent as 2 decades ago, we used to grow 85% of our own food here. Now it's only 5%. Food, it seems, is just too cheap to buy from almost anywhere else.
It happened right around the time of free trade and NAFTA, the agreements that allowed food produce to go back and forth across the border. With the cheap labor in the United States, they were able to produce cheaper food. Even with the trucking, they could come across the border and compete with our farmers.
So farming profits here dropped and many farmers quit altogether. Jerry McClintock grows berries and corn, has some cattle too, but his farm is small like most others on Vancouver Island now, and he doesn't see that changing.
You know, down the road, what do you see as far as our food supply? I mean, someone's got to do it, right?
Well, I don't know who's going to do it. If farming in Canada doesn't remain profitable, why would you do it? And that's the bottom line when it comes to food production. If you can't make money, why do it?
One of the biggest problems facing agriculture on Vancouver Island is the farmers themselves, the age of farmers. Here in the Comox Valley, for example, the average age of a farmer is 65 years old.
Farming's hasn't been attractive enough for the younger generation to take over. They've watched their parents work hard and work 7 days a week and not have that much money left at the end of the day, and they just don't want to do it.
It all comes back, he says, to markets like this, where people want to buy local and are willing to pay more for it. There just needs to be a lot more demand before farming will ever be bigger and profitable again on Vancouver Island. And that's a movement that Chef Ronald St. Pierre might be a big part of. He's passionate about serving local fare and is even opening a new Courtenay restaurant called Locals, where only local food will be on the menu.
And the more people that will be consuming the goods and supporting the industry, I think the more the industry has potential to grow and service us better, and everything would be more and more available.
So maybe we are at a turning point in food production on Vancouver Island. As the cost of imported food rises and consumers become more conscious and aware about buying locally, the big question is, will a combination of the two be enough to pressure island farmers to grow more and increase our sustainability? The answer, it seems, is in the hands of the consumer.
Thank you, Dean. That's CHEK News reporter Dean Stoltz reporting from the Comox Valley tonight. Well, if you want to learn more about Vancouver Island food, we're putting all of the stories in this special series on our website. Just head to cheknews.ca and click on You Are Where You Eat. We'll have more video, behind-the-scenes details, and you can join the dialogue about Vancouver Island food. And Scott, coming up tomorrow, we'll go beyond the backyard and look at food in the city, sort of how to make local agriculture a reality when space is an issue.